Welcome to Gamer Tips by 1v1me. This week, A Grade AP will be going over 4 tips to help you win more Play Now online matches on NBA 2K25. To start things off, we're going to go over the top 5 best teams to use. Let's get right into it.
All right, let's jump right into it. Top 5 teams, Play Now, regs, however you want to call it. We're going to start off with number 5, Big Philly. Philadelphia 76ers. They got Big Mash with Embiid when he's healthy. One of the best bigs in the game, probably top 3. They got a lock in Paul George. They got a guard that's lightning fast, maybe one of the fastest guards in the game. They got Maxey. That big 3 right there, Maxey, Paul George, and Embiid. Fill in the blanks around with like Kelly Oubre, Eric Gordon. Let's go to number 4. You know what? We got the Milwaukee Bucks. You talk about Mash, you got Mr. Giannis. Mr. Mash, Mr. Spin. He's got a little bit of everything. And if you're shooting with rhythm, he can hit some threes and jumpers. And also you got Damian Lillard, one of the best guards, can shoot it from everywhere and spin as well. You got Locks and Andre, you got Locks and Middleton. If you want to go double bigs, you got Lopez. All right, number 3, we got the Thunder. Hot take, Shea's the best guard in the game. So when you go Thunder, you got the best guard in the game. And then you got all kind of locks around. You got Caruso as well, one of the best locks as well. You got Dort, absolute 3-and-D monster. Jalen Williams, and then you got Chet, string bean Chet. Thunder are one of the best teams, and really these top 3, they're all interchangeable. Number 2, unpopular, but we going with the old heads. We got King James, AD, Austin Reeves, Rui. You know how 2K favors LeBron. LeBron is still one of the best players in the game. He's got all the badges. Anthony Davis is right there as number 1 or top 2 bigs. This team still runs Hollywood. Old heads love this team because 2K keeps treating them right. And number 1, best team by far. There's a reason that everyone uses this team online. The defending champs, Boston Celtics. When you look at this roster right off rip, you got 4 locks. You know how hard it is to score against this team? Drew Holiday, Derek White, Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum, and then KP. This team, if your play style is more shooting, you got 5 guys that can rip it from 3, mid-range, everywhere. I mean, all their shots are friendly. Boston Celtics, hands down the best team, most OP team. It's tough to beat, and like I said, Porzingis is an absolute dog. And if you get a little tired, you can throw Al Horford in. Boston Celtics run NBA 2K best team right there. One of the most important and basic things to get more buckets, make sure your freelance is set properly. I'm telling you, there's so many people that play online that the freelance will save you so much time and headache because all your guys will be spaced out properly with the lineup you're running. So for example, 4 out, 1 in, active, that's the best freelance to use if you're using a center that can't shoot threes. Like you don't want to use Rudy Gobert and run a 5-out freelance because Rudy's going to be sitting in the 3-point line. It's going to piss you off like, bro, you 7 foot. Why are you not sitting by the hoop? If you're using a center that can shoot, let's say you're using the Oklahoma City Thunder or the Denver Nuggets. Me personally, I always run 5 out so your center won't be clogging the lane. That gives you so much driving lanes that if he's off-balling, you can cook him. If you're using the Thunder, you got Shea, get a wide open layup or dunk, and if he helps, pop it out. The name of the game in 2K is get easy buckets. You don't want to be relying on contested shots. You want to be relying on wide open dunks, layups, and threes. If you don't want to do 5 out, a lot of other good pro players use comp. It's very similar to 5 out, just a little different spacing, but those are the top 3 freelancers to use to get you buckets and make your opponent quit and cry. All right, let's talk defense. There's a reason people say defense wins championships. Same applies to 2K. Defense wins games. But I'm telling you, if you want to get more wins, make sure when you start the game plan and defensive settings. I start everyone on your first page. It applies to all players that you're about to be playing. I go mod on ball, mod on off ball, and then this is on ball screens. Do you want your guys going over or under pick and rolls? Me personally, I only ever use over or under depending on the shooter. But just to start with everyone, I just go under. Now hedge, just like in real life, this is your bottom guy. Most people either use no hedge or catch head. Let's just go no hedge right now. Whoever's in the action of the second guy of the screen, he's gonna guard the hoop. On ball screen with the center. This applies to only center. So go under, no hedge, stay attached always. Stay attached is the bottom guy is going to stay a little more close to the screening man just in case he wants to pop. If you go never, he's going to drop probably a little too low. You know, this is 2025. There's a lot of popping bigs now. It's better probably to stay attached. And then the other big thing for me, screen help rules. I go no help, drive help rules, no help, cutter help rules, no. This is your computers. So even when you're off-ball defensing, you want your computers to all do the same thing essentially and just no help. And then after I set that, Now that applies to everyone. I go individually. So like LaMelo Ball, use your right stick. I'm gonna put my best defender on him. I'm gonna put Drew Holiday on him. He's my best block. On ball pressure, I'm gonna put tight on him just to absolutely harass him. With him, we go over his screens. I am actually a little worried about him coming off the screen. He is a threat. We're going over on him. But sometimes these other guys, you don't really have to worry about him. Like Nick Smith Jr., no need to go over a screen on him. So just keep the settings as is. Just go under. Same with Josh Green. Same with Miles Bridges. Just go under all these screens. And same with these dudes. You don't really need to apply too much pressure on them. You can. They're not going to have the ball much. It's honestly better if they have the ball. So just keep it on mod. That's my advice. The big thing is right here, and this is what I would definitely advise. Mark Williams is a center that can't shoot threes at all. Do not respect his jumper. His off-ball pressure will probably leave them. If he wants to shoot threes, so your computer will just almost sit in the paint. It's easier to switch. If you're playing on ball on LaMelo and he does beat you with Drew Holiday, your computer, now that is on leave them with Mark Williams, it'll be easier to switch to him and help beat Melo to the hoop. And then the last thing, coaching sliders, help defense all the way down. The number one pet peeve in this game is I would get really upset on why the computer would help for no reason. And this will stop this right here. One of my easiest tips to help people that can't get stops and are just abysmal on defense is X switching. All right here's a perfect example when to utilize the X switch. Right now, we have our worst defender, KP, on his best player in LaMelo. LaMelo is going to cook him. This is a negative matchup. We need to get back to a positive matchup. So I'm going to X switch and get Tatum on him. All you have to do is hold square and then hold X or A, whatever, depending on PS4 and Xbox, and then they'll switch guys. And then Tatum will take the other, then you're back into a positive matchup. You got out of a negative matchup. All right, here we go. This is another example when to X switch properly. Pick and rolls, boom, right here. I'm just gonna X switch this, boom. Now we got KP. Now we're gonna X switch again, because now KP's over there. Now KP went back here. So we don't X switch again. Oh, X switch that. Boom. That's good defense right there. That's just how you're going to stop. It's the most OP badge. Let's talk about the strong handle badge. Some of the best offensive players have this badge, and it is a one-way ticket to free layups, free dunks, and wide open threes once the people start helping. Are you sick and tired? Are the guy you're playing off-ball defense? Grab you a team that has a couple of these badges with the guys and just spin him to death. So with the spin, all you have to do is run into the defender. Once you get that body contact, take your right stick. If the ball's in your right hand, take your right stick and spin it 3 to 6. All right, let's get right into it right here. Let's get into his body. Engage, get him on the hip, and then spin 3 to 6. If the ball's in your right, 3 to 6. I'll do it one more time. Right, here we go. We engage, got him on the hip, 3 to 6. All right, here we go. Left to right is the same thing as right to left, but now you're going 9 to 6. Boom.
Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed, please leave a like and subscribe for future content. We'll see you guys next week.